Hello everyone, my name is Plane. Welcome to this DOSBox for Beginners tutorial, the tutorial series for Windows. Today I'm going to be showing you how to run Daggerfall, the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, within DOSBox. So you don't need really any experience with any computery stuff, but you will need to obviously be able to browse the internet to be able to download what you need. So firstly, just open up your internet browser, and once it's opened, you're going to want to search for www.dosbox.com. So I'll just let it load because for some reason it's taking ages at the moment. Okay, so you're going to want to type in www. and then dosbox.com. This will then take you to this page. From here you can choose whatever page you want to go to from there, but you're going to want to head over to the downloads and then just click download here, which is with SourceForge, which I think can sense what operating system you're using, or just to make sure you can download the specific version, which is obviously Windows for you, because this is the Windows tutorial series. So if you're not really if you're kind of unsure on getting things installed and everything, you can click on the box that just came up now for a link to the installing tutorial, or you can follow the link in the description if you don't see that box. But once you've done that, you can come back to this tutorial. And now you're going to want to download Daggerfall. So you're going to want to type in the Elder Scrolls dot go to theelderscrolls.com here. So this is theelderscrolls.bethesda.net. And you're now going to want to head over to this bit that says games, and then go down to Daggerfall. Okay, from here you can scroll down, you can read about the game, but what you're going to want to do is click on download the full game here. It says about you needing DOSBox. Then there's here the agreement, so I've already read it and I do agree to it. So now you're going to want to let it download, and once it's downloaded, then you can go and open up your downloads folder and extract it and everything, which I am now going to show you how to do now. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is open up the file explorer, go over to downloads and open up df install. You can then close that for now. So you've then got these two folders. There's dfcd and Dagger. So inside dfcd are all of the CD files for Daggerfall, and inside Dagger is just a patch. So what you're going to want to do is open up your file explorer firstly, head over to this PC, go into C:// you're going to want to create a folder called DOS programs, which will store all of your DOS programs, so you can open that. You're then going to want to right click and create a new folder and call this whatever you want. So I'm going to call it Daggerfall. Now that folder is going to contain these two folders, the Dagger and the dfcd. So you're just going to want to extract that, which shouldn't take too long, but I'll just pause it anyway while it's going. And once it's done, you can then close this folder, the zip file, and you can even delete it now that we have those two files. What you're going to want to do here is, well, inside here, like I just said, is the CD files, and so they have the install files, and then in here is a patch which will run afterwards. So now this is when DOSBox comes in, because Windows can't run those files because they were made for DOS, which is a lot older than Windows. So all we're going to want to do now is open up DOSBox. Okay, so if we just open up DOSBox, and then we can move these boxes in a bit, but make sure that you keep both of them open, because if you close one of them, then both of them will close. You're going to want to type in mount C, and then a space, and then another C. Now what this is doing is this is mounting DOSBox's virtual hard drive as your hard drive. So you need to do a C:\\, and then the place where the Daggerfall files are found on your actual computer. So if you remember, they were C:\DOS programs. Now this is why I was saying backslash and then another folder and then backslash another folder, because in DOSBox and in any actual kind of scripting like this, where you're specifying a place, it is actually : and then backslash and backslash for each folder. So : DOS programs /Daggerfall. And then you're actually going to want to do space minus free size 1000, because in the Daggerfall installation it actually scans your hard drive for how much space there is left on it. So you're just going to make DOS know that there is 1000 megabytes free. You're then going to want to type mount D, so you're now mounting the virtual disk as C:\DOS programs /Daggerfall, and then /DFC CD, because that's all of the disk files in that folder for Daggerfall. So that's pretty much a disk in there. And then you're going to do space minus T CD-ROM. So you're now telling it that it's a CD-ROM. And then space minus label, and then Daggerfall. So this is telling it, this bit is telling it that there's a label that's Daggerfall, because if you just have a look at the disk, you might see in your actual computer, if you open up a file explorer and go down to the disk, you might see that it says D and then in brackets a name or something like that, like whatever the disk is for. So this is labeling it, this is putting that label onto the disk. So Daggerfall, and then hit enter, and we now have that label. So now we've got our drives ready, just type in D:, hit enter. You can see we're now, instead of in the Z drive, which is what DOSBox starts in, we're in the D drive. So we're actually in the disk now. So I'm now going to type in dir and hit enter. Now this shows us all files that's in kind of that folder. So you can see that everywhere that says dir, you can go into like a folder. So there's Dagger and Data are folders, and then there's these ones that have kind of like 3 or 2 lettered kind of words. They are different files. So auto run is an inf file, install.exe is an executable, and there's a read.me, which is a readme. So if you type in install now and then hit enter, then it will take you to this install process. So there's a license agreement. It's on the PDF in the zip that you download, so you can read that. and then continue I agree the terms because I've already read it. Install the game to your hard drive. Change the install size to huge. Yes, this installation size is fine. You're going to want to install it to C:\Dagger. So that's actually that Dagger folder that has the patch in it. Because if you remember, this program is actually thinking that C is actually on our computer. It's actually the real C:\DOS programs /Daggerfall. But this doesn't know that. So you're going to say, yes, I want to install the game here, and then go ahead and install the game. Now this is going to take a very long time. So I'm going to pause it now, and when we're to the next part of the installing, I will unpause it. Okay then, so now that the installation is complete, you're going to want to click on yes here to make sure that you have sound in the game. You only have to use the up and down arrow keys now. So you're going to want to head over to auto detect. Click on detect, and then OK. And as you can see, it's detected Sound Blaster 16, port 220, DMA 1, and IRQ 7. So you can click on test. You won't be able to hear it because I've turned sound capturing off, but I'll just test it to make sure that it's working for myself. Yep, I could hear that. And then you can click on OK, which will confirm it. And then you're going to want to, because as you can see there's no MIDI device selected, but there is a digital device selected. You're going to want to head over to test MIDI. Select MIDI, sorry. And you're going to want to just choose Sound Blaster 16 again. Port, and then and that's working. So you can click on OK now. Test digital. Yep. Test MIDI. Yep. Then click on OK. That's done, and then you can click on OK and OK. And so now it's been installed. So now we're going to want to install the patch. So we're going to want to type in here where it says Dagger, DAG 213. Now that's the patch that, if you can remember right at the start of this tutorial, I told you about. So we're actually going to run this patch now. So we're just going to hit enter. So this patch will update Daggerfall. So you're just going to type Y now. Y is just like yes, so that's kind of confirming it. And it shouldn't take too long. And then there's another fix here, so just click on Y again. And it's been successfully updated. So you're now going to want to well, it's ready to run now, but it will be very laggy if you notice. So you can now close this, and now head over to your File Explorer again, go down to C, and then you're going to want to head into Program Files or Program Files x86 and look for DOSBox. Head over to the DOSBox 0.74 options and open that. It should open automatically in Notepad. You're going to want to scroll down until you find this mem size. Set that to 63. So that's the highest DOSBox can handle. Now that'll just mean that it will run a bit quicker. And then you're going to have a look for CPU cycles. Set that to max. File and save. Close that. And then when we reopen DOSBox, we can now actually launch Daggerfall. So to launch Daggerfall, you're going to once again need to mount the C as C:\DOS program /Daggerfall. And now you can actually hit enter. You don't need to worry about the free size bit. Now you can type in mount D as C, colon, backslash. And I'm actually just going to click on the up arrow, which will copy the last thing that I've written, that I wrote. And then change that C to a D. And then go backslash DFCD space minus TCD ROM. And then space minus label, and then Daggerfall, then hit enter. Now, instead of opening the D drive, you can open the C drive, and then type CD Dagger, but make sure you spell it right. CD Dagger, so this will change our directory, which is what CD stands for, to the Dagger folder. And then to run Daggerfall now, all you're going to want to type is Dagger. And now, here we have Daggerfall running. So, thank you for watching this tutorial, everyone. Right about now, you should see some boxes pop up on your screen. Follow those links to other tutorials that I've made for running games in DOSBox. But for now, don't forget to subscribe and like. If you have any comments, put them in the comments section. I do hope you enjoy the game. The Elder Scrolls are really good. It's quite a big world for Daggerfall. There's a lot to explore. But for now, thank you for watching this episode. And I'll see you in another video, everyone.